Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Navarro. Quickly to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He'll pull it on the read. Crosses to 40. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. The Bobcats are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass. But
that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack tonight.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The option look. Now the toss. Fights off a defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Makes the grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Quickly complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. The Bobcats will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Running into the open space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that back.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Finds his man, it's Mathis. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Snagged in the middle. Extended. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try to draw even here before the half. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Payton Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.